for initiatives to fast-track its energy transition plan. The investment would pave the way for TNB's journey towards its net zero aspiration and open opportunities in more than doubling its earnings before interest and taxes. Its president and CEO, Dato' Insken Baharudin, said the transition will bring positive business growth to the group, even as TNB accelerates the efforts to decarbonize. As TNB continues to invest in the grid of the future, the company would grow its regulated asset base to 100 billion ringgit by 2050. The grid would provide the company with potential earnings of 7 billion ringgit by 2050 through regional interconnection. Besides that, TNB is also focusing on developing the EV ecosystem as part of its efforts to bring consumers along the energy transition journey. The group is committing to invest 90 million ringgit over the next 3 years in order to spur the adoption of EV, reaching 500,000 cars by 2030 that will contribute 1.25 billion ringgit in annual electricity revenue. In the meantime, research firms remain upbeat on TNB, although the initial public offering, IPO, of its subsidiary TNB Power Generation, Genco, might not materialize in the near term. According to CGS-CIMB Securities, Genco is seen as having the potential to grow and become a cleaner electricity generator with new green tech options. It added that Genco's IPO would not likely happen in the next 2 to 3 years, as TNB is focusing on improving efficiencies of its existing assets and decarbonization. The firm is also confident that TNB will likely keep its monopoly position in the electricity transmission segment. The Petronas Vendor Financing Program, VFP, continues to make positive impact on the industry, with more than 260 applications and 1.6 billion ringgit worth of funding approved as of July 2022. The VFP was mooted to assist Malaysian oil and gas service equipment, OGSE vendors adversely affected by the oil price crisis back in 2018 in securing working capital and improving their cash flow to sustain their businesses. Compounded by the impact of the prolonged pandemic, the company intensifies its efforts to support their vendors that play an important role in the oil and gas ecosystem. The VFP is initiated to facilitate access to financing for registered local OGSE vendors from 9 of the program's strategic partners, such as Bank Islam, Bank Muamalat, and Bank Rakyat. Institute Keusahawan Negara, INSKEN, has established a strategic partnership with more than 90 founders of famous Malaysian products through the Dropship and Agent Business Entrepreneur Program, DNA. The program, launched in September last year, involved a total of 31 existing product founders and 61 registered product founders as new collaboration partners. The DNA program is aimed at potential entrepreneurs who want to venture into the field of entrepreneurship and are still at the stage of wanting to understand the workings of business to reduce the risk of failure. Thus, the involvement of product founders who offer dropship packages has a significant impact in helping participants cultivate entrepreneurial values. As of early August, over 3,500 participants have undergone the DNA program, and more than 2,000 have been successfully matched through the DNA Marketplace platform. Local insurance and takaful players are working on a single platform to identify the list of insurances or takaful taken by a person who had passed on. CEO of Malaysian Takaful Association, Muhammad Razwan Muhammad, said the platform, which it will be made available early next year, will ease beneficiaries to make claims due to them.
We have to work very closely with JPN to see that what are the unique characteristics of the death certificate, that in order for anyone want to make a query, the system is smart enough to basically scan the certificate, identify the unique aspect of that certificate, and then validate that this is the genuine, basically, person that do the query.
He was speaking after the MOU signing ceremony between MTA with to be listed in Femina Berhad. Aside from the death certificate validation issue, he added that Security and Personal Data Protection Act are among challenges that are being worked on in order to ensure that the platform will not be abused. In digitizing its efforts, MTA is also working on building a marketplace for family takaful among its 18 members.
As I mentioned, for the FSB, there are 8.
That's all the time we have for Bizworld. I'm Sabrina Zainal. Thank you for watching and stay safe.